Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
When I was growing up, I had teachers and white people and, you know, all kinds of folks that used to say, and it was primarily white people, that they civilized the world. And you know how you hear something, but you instantly don't believe it? It's one of them things I never believed. Especially as I started reading ancient history, there were societies way more advanced than white people and been on this planet longer than white people. So it didn't make sense that they were the last one to arrive on the earth, but they civilized everything, never made 1 ounce of sense. And plus, when you start reading the history over in Europe and the Dark Ages, nah, no people that went through something like that civilized anything. I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it. So, what I did, y'all, I went to Chat GPT to see what answer I got. Did white people civilize the world? Let's find out.
Did white people civilize the world? ChatGPT said, no, the idea that white people civilized the world is a myth rooted in Eurocentric and colonial ideologies, not historical fact. Here's the truth, backed by global history and scholarship. 1. Civilization began long before Europe rose to power. Some of the earliest and most advanced civilizations in human history came from Africa, Asia, and the Middle East, not Europe. Ancient Egypt, Kemet, advanced in medicine, architecture, mathematics, astronomy. Mesopotamia, Sumer, Babylon, invented writing, cuneiform, early legal systems. West Africa, Mali, Ghana, Songhai, centers of trade, education, Timbuktu, governance. All of these thrived before European powers had emerged as global forces. 2. Colonization equal to civilization. When Europeans began colonizing the world in the 15th-20th centuries, they often claimed they were bringing civilization, but this process included mass enslavement, land theft and genocide, destruction of native cultures, languages, and religions, imposition of foreign rule and extractive economies. This was not civilization, it was domination and exploitation. 3. Many civilizations were already highly developed when Europeans arrived in the Americas, Africa, and Asia. They encountered the Aztec and Inca empires with cities, agriculture, and calendars, the Yoruba and Benin kingdoms with art, trade, and complex governance, the Moors in North Africa, Spain, who preserved Greek knowledge and advanced science and architecture in Europe, Ethiopia, one of the oldest Christian nations with its own script and governance system. Europe did not invent civilization, it encountered and often disrupted it. 4. The white savior myth is a tool of supremacy. The idea that white Europeans civilized the world justified colonization, slavery, and forced conversion, fueled racism, segregation, and white supremacy, erased the contributions of Black, Indigenous, and Asian peoples from world history. 4. The white savior myth is a tool of supremacy. The truth. Civilization is not owned by any one race. Human progress is the product of many cultures, many continents, and millennia of exchange, struggle, and survival.
And they painted on top of pictures. They whitewashed a lot of the pictures that you see over in Europe. Underneath is a whole different image. Now, remember, Europe was once a dark continent. Those folks weren't the original people of Europe, not the original people anywhere. So, that being said, that means societies existed before they even came on the earth. And many of those societies have been around for thousands of years. So, how did it start with them? It just didn't make any sense, especially when you start reading about a lot of the ancient societies. It doesn't make sense that they would have been the ones civilizing everything. Didn't they have to be taught? At least that's what is recorded. They had to be taught to bathe and talk. And, when they found them, they didn't even know what race they were. They were so filthy and dirty, they thought they were black. A lot of this is recorded history. I'm sorry, but it is. And there is no way, even listening to you in modern times, I don't believe you civilized a dog pound. I'm sorry. I never did believe it. And as young as I was, even I knew something wasn't right in what you were saying. But y'all, tell me what you think. Do you agree with Chat GPT saying no, they absolutely did not civilize the world? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.